Greetings everyone, I hope you're doing well today. And for the summertime, we're gonna go to some tropical destination, namely the Bahamas. And we're not doing just any architecture from the Bahamas, because normally the Bahamas will be more filled with colonial architecture, but I found it quite boring. And instead, I found some more colorful houses. I'm not quite sure what this thing is called. Maybe Caribbean architecture, not 100% sure. But I found it very beautiful and I decided to do a video about it and show you what it's all about. The first thing you'll notice is that it is very chaotic. Like everything is, well, all the colors are so spread out. There's just so much stuff going on, right? But that's also the beauty of this thing. It looks so chaotic, but it's still so artistic in the same way. For example, even though this building is entirely blue, you'll still see some aspects of the building next to it in it as well with the yellow. And even though this building is entirely white, some of these parts also go in the next building, like for example the roof. So let's start with our first house. This house is more of a market. As you can see, this is on a very wide street, so I suppose a lot of tourists come over here and do their thing. They either go for a drink or maybe they buy some of their vegetables or fruits here. And this house is the purpose of the fruits and the vegetables. It's a little market going on with some pottery, some melons, pumpkins, a lot of barrels for their goods. Maybe some herbs as well with the warped roots and the criminal roots and the bamboo. There's small roofing going on, which that kind of connects the buildings together. So it's a very simple design. I didn't try to add too much different texture in it, as this thing works well enough on its own. It's a little bit different than the other roofings, but basically all the roofings are different. Like none of the roofing you will see here are the same. This roofing, for example, is pretty flat at first, but then goes up quicker later on, and use the bamboo plank to give some colors as well. There's an AC unit going on here that connects to all the way down here. The windows are very easy. They're basically all the same. All the windows are made in the same method. You have some bamboo slabs, well, or any wood slab, depending on the color that you want, and the stair and the fence. And there's a sign with the same color beneath that, and that's also the same way in every other thing. Some small details going on here and there, like the gutter, and on the roofing there is this compartment which does things, and a billboard over here as well. And the side of this house, you can leave it empty, you can have more windows, but I decided to use banner pixel art if you want to have like an advertisement going on here. So this could be anything. This could be like, oh, buy my shoes or something, I don't know. Just have some advertisement going on there. Just some decorational stuff you can do in the corner of a house where you don't even really know what to do with it. The middle house is more for if you want to have a drink with your family or with your friends. The front is very green with all kind of different plants, and behind that there's a lot of tables where you can sit with your buddies. And this thing is missing. There we go. Missing its back of the seat. But yeah, you can show with scaffolding and trapdoors. You can either put the chair beneath the table, or you can put the chair behind the table like this. That way it all looks different, and you can save on some space. For example, you can put this one a little bit more to the front and to look that odd. I've got some flowers which are standing in moss, and the moss is protected with a white copper trapdoor. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as that one, except that this one is also a terrace. These are some metallic shutters that close the door. You can also just remove that and have a small door there to so you can enter this small terrace over here and look at the beautiful Mesa view. Other than that, there's not really much difference going on, except for the small decorational parts on the roofing. Like this is a chimney for all the smoke you have from all your cooking that you're doing down there. Then our last house is, as I said, Basically all the same, just gotta have enough shapes going on as well. It's also very important that you have different kind of shapes everywhere. It makes it look even more chaotic, but also even prettier on the long haul. So you can see that the terrace we have over here, like the roofed outside part of our buildings, that this one for example has more of a spikes going on, while this one is slabs, and this one completely clear. So it is different kind of designs everywhere, but it makes it look more chaotic and even more colorful. Down here, instead of using tuff, I use blue concrete, so it just jumps out just a tiny bit more. And this is also for you greenery, which you can add whatever you want. You can also use some flowers instead of my bushes, and it works just as fine. And this one is, I guess, more of a restaurant, so the chairs and the tables are a little bit more fancy than the one you use for a small drink. And overall look and feel is also just a tiny bit more fancy. Other than that, the roofing is completely different as well. We got a billboard over here, which you can, well, you can't really put stuff over there, but maybe if you add different wall, you can mix small pixel art with it. You'll probably figure something out. I believe in you guys, you can do it. Besides that, this roofing is pretty much a combination of these two, but then it goes to the middle instead of going backwards. There is also a metallic shutter which you can open for an extra window. And this roofing is completely different than the other two, not only by color but also by shape. This one is stairs to go all the way up, and then have a blockage for this roof. This one is also stairs, but it goes less up. This roofing goes up faster, so instead of just using stairs, you also use blocks, and then stair, block, stair, block, stair. Over here we have some air conditioning or some coolers, whatever you want. These also some ventilation, making a normal apartment building stuff. Even though this is not really an apartment, it still works very well, as it makes it look a little bit more chaotic from afar, and just blends in very good with the build itself. And just like the blue building, we also have something going on the white building on the side. Instead of having an advertisement billboard, we have some trash can over here where you can put your stuff in. And we also have a fire escape, I would say, where you can, well, in this case you can also go up, but normally it's more of a going down thing. So if there's a fire or something going on, this is like the emergency exit that you can take to leave the building, which is something you see quite a lot. So yeah, there's multiple things you can do with a boarding blend aside of your house, and this is one of them as well. And before I forget, I really want to show you guys how these builds looks like at night, because it's really a sight to behold. I find this so charming and so beautiful. The beauty from during the day is almost not in comparison to how it looks at night. It just makes me want to go out there and have a good drink with my friends, or have a nice meal with my family, you know. So yeah, these are my Bahamas builds. You can do this in whatever color you like. There's different kind of colors of concrete and they all work perfectly fine. You can use red, you can use purple, you can use whatever you want, whatever your favorite color is, and it will work out fantastically. And I hope you've learned something from this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.